Kevin Hart actually does a lot of marathons and stuff, so I wouldn't mind him running a 1500. He's a bit short, but I think
With insights from Olympic silver medalist Josh Kerr and a world-class running coach, we're exploring what makes running such a powerful and popular movement. Amidst the New York City Marathon, we're uncovering how stretching can help runners move pain-free, reach the starting line feeling their best, along with discovering what running truly means to this community.
This is normally what I would do before a run, a bit of activation, maybe get the glutes activated. I think that really helps, especially in the winter when it's cold. Your body and your knees, every year it seems to be getting harder and harder to activate those glutes, but I started this in my teens. It was a lot easier back then. What I would normally do, right, for my activation of my glutes, because everyone pretends they have bands all the time, they don't. If you're out and you forget, this is what you do. You just right here. You can feel it right in the top of your arse right there. So we're just mostly just gonna be bounced. We wanna activate the ankles a little bit just before we start running, all right? Just starting here. Let's go from here, right? Now lift one knee. Let's see if we can do this. We should have some music on with this, right? There we go. Start coming this way. Start getting the legs out a little bit. Awesome. Good work. Yeah, that would be all right. Perfect. That's pretty much all you need. You guys look great. Everyone looks brilliant. Let's not get run over and let's get to work.
How long have you been running?
Only a year.
Oh wow,
Very
nice.
new runner. Yeah.
I came off the bike, so I was a cyclist prior, and now I'm obsessed with running. I've caught the bug.
Yeah,
Just a few months, honestly.
amazing.
Super new to it.
Are you running the marathon this weekend?
No.
Are you going to be cheer supporting?
Yes, I'm supporting about 5 people.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
You're going to have a real job of trying to track everybody.
Run around. Yeah, it's my 3rd year supporting,
Oh,
so
really?
I got it down packed now.
I'm not running.
You're not
tomorrow.
running? Are you
Just a-
supporting?
Of course.
Nice.
A couple friends running.
100%.
Amazing. How are you feeling for it?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling excited. Legs feel good. The sun is out. Vibes are high.
Yeah. What more could you want? What do you think is like great for people to actually compete rather than just, running? To actually compete in a marathon or compete in a race, what do you think people can get from that?
I think you can get the most out of yourself. I think, there's gonna be thousands of people there in the streets of New York tomorrow, and I think you can learn so much from the people around you. It's gonna make your job easier. Plus, why would you not wanna go get snacks every couple of miles, get given water, get cheered along? You don't get that on a normal run, so go out there, compete, and see what the body can be capable of, and look left and right and know that you're achieving your goals next to people that are trying to go out and achieve their own as well. So it's pretty cool.
I think let's kick off with this topic of marathon, right? So I think we have one here who has run marathons and another who just runs 4 laps around the track faster than any of us. But what I'd love to ask you first, Mary, would be what does this distance of a marathon really mean to you and to the community of athletes that you coach?
The distance is long, as we all know, but I think it has a different meaning for all of us. And I think we all have our why as to why we got into running in the first place. And then as it pertains to the marathon, like why we decided to tackle that type of barrier. Personally, it was the one that I felt like I couldn't just go rip on the road by myself. Like you just can't get away with it. You can't just go run 26 miles. I mean, you can, you'll be hurting, but to me, it was the most intimidating distance. Like I was gifted with the ability to go run 10 miles when I was in high school for stress relief and mental health help. And the idea of running 26 miles, I signed up for a marathon before I signed up for half because it was like, I can't BS a full.
If you are training for a marathon or for any distance, there's going to be setbacks in your training block and in your approach or even within a race. So how have you handled setbacks in the past? Mentally, physically, and like what's helped you to kind of get to the next step?
Yeah, I think as runners or being in the sports space, we're perfectionists, some extent. So we'll set a plan out, and there's always going to be hiccups. And I think those at this point in my career are just expected. And so for me, it's what can I do today to make me feel like I'm getting better, even though I'm not running, or maybe I'm not, getting towards that goal that I thought I was going to hit today. And so for me, it's always the same. Well, okay, let's create 5 or 6 smaller goals. Let's get towards those. And those are always changing. So a flexible mind is always going to find your goals, and just staying motivated to get out the door. And so, yeah, that's the big challenge, I think, with anything, any big goal is staying motivated and just finding those small parts of the sport that you love.
You to be able to share here is, how does that also complement everything else that you're having your athletes do, including strength training and their running sessions?
Yeah, it's all about consistency. I mean, it's the same idea. Like, I feel like we're echoing a lot of the same characteristics, and for the app itself and what's contained in there, there were a lot of very specific things that I worked with the team on to say, okay, runners need to really have a low barrier to entry. Like, I'm in the industry, and even me getting to my basement, getting my flexibility stuff in, getting my lifting in, I'm not perfect at it either. We all wear a lot of different hats. Many of us are not professional athletes. So like juggling, kids and work and whatever else that we have, being able to go step up to the plate and do a mobility session needs to have a low barrier to entry and also feel productive. So for a lot of runners, we have a lot of the same issues: ankles, knees, hips, hamstrings.
Yeah, with mile 23, I was saying before, if you're ever wanting to be inspired to run a marathon, don't stand at mile 23 with 3 miles of hills left to go. But I think, to be honest, like, once you get to here, I'm sure it's mentally, you're like, okay, I know I can finish. Let's see what I've got left, kind of thing. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool seeing people being like, okay, I know I can finish, but this still sucks. So it's really cool because I never see this side of it. So, like, everyone cheering and getting excited, like, that's, I don't normally get to see this side of that, and I'm normally in there, so I love it. It gets me inspired to get out there a bit more and excited to race again, really. I think it's my dream job, but then I see this and I'm like, this looks hard. So.
Unfortunately, I have learned you are only as fast as you can recover from your training. Most people get hurt from the middle portion in between training sessions. It's not the training itself that people often get injured, it's in between. So physical therapy movements, mobility, it's crucial to performance.
I think running is definitely objectively a physical challenge, but I think it's fundamentally a mental challenge, especially long distance running.
Yeah, because I feel like if the mind is going, the feet can go too at the end of the day, but I would definitely say probably more of a mental challenge.
I think it's just the community part of it. I think being able to just meet different people that are from all different walks of life.
You know what? A big part of it is motivational, staying motivated day in and day out, and that comes with the community. And when it's just you, it's a lot harder. Whereas when you're not sure if you should get out, you go on Strava, you see your mates getting out, you see on the WhatsApp group people sending pictures and stuff. So the whole community thing just helps keep the motivation levels nice and high.
Yeah, just meeting different people, different cultures, different mindsets, different motivations, and I don't know, just the run today, I got to meet so many different people from all over the US. So whether it's Kansas City, Chicago, Atlanta, it's just cool to meet just different people, and I think it's an amazing experience.
Yeah. The support, which sounds very obvious, but even just after the run that we just did, no one wants to be left behind, and nobody will leave you behind when you're running with other people. I think everybody's kind of looking around and keeping track of each other, and that's a really nice feeling, just having people look out for you.
Yeah. People got your back.
Yeah.
Running is more than just a movement. It's a way to connect. It builds communities, creates opportunities to explore new environments, and bring people closer together. Whether you're a seasoned professional tackling your 10th marathon or someone taking their first stride towards a new goal, running has the power to transform. Movement is a privilege, and being able to run pain-free is something worth celebrating.